Mr. Wonderful, back with another episode of our series Subsistence, Growing the Profile. Yeah, so in this episode we are going to see how we can extend the base. So do a little bit of planning around that to see what type of resources require for what we need or what we plan to do. So yeah, that would be the the theme for this video, to see if we can get what we need. But first of all, let's just see if there's anything in here. Oh, there is already stuff planted, so I can put that back into the storage crate. We might also do a second storage crate because the one that's got all our resources in is almost full. So we need to, yeah, we need to probably build another one. So the idea here is to potentially leave the base as it is at the moment, and not shift it, but definitely going to extend. Now, there are a few things that we can do, and the first thing potentially is to look at a workbench, because there's a few more things that you can craft when your workbench is in place, and so that's probably one of the things that we need to look at. Then also what we then need to look at, because the workbench needs more mass than that we currently can generate automatically with the base, we would have to do a recycler, so that we can put some stuff in there so that it can produce more mass and put that in a mass storage unit. So it's probably the first thing that we need to do is the recycler. And then after the recycler, obviously we might have enough mass for the workbench. In previous episodes we already spoke about maybe doing another power power storage unit. We probably would need a couple of those, and then also a couple of the mass storage units, because some of the things that we need to craft going forward is gonna require a lot more power to what we currently have. So yeah, that's just what we need to do and think of at the moment. Yeah, so it's a lovely morning in Subsistence land. Yeah, and so yeah, the idea here is to put a wall or a window wall in front of us. We are now. Oh, there it looks like there's a crate. Yeah, let's pick that up. Nice. There's another one. Well, it just seems like the video's graphics aren't that great, especially when I am moving. I had my OBS found that it was completely reset to defaults, so I had to reset up OBS. So that's probably why we have it. Looks like there's a little bit of difference in the quality of the video. I definitely have to have a look at that and see what's going on. So yeah, but the plan is, as I said, is to just run around, collect resources, and prepare ourselves for what we are planning to do on our base. Yep, no, there's definitely and there's one on the right hand side, so that one is also gonna be after me. Yeah, I don't like the quality. There's a bear. We can't afford now to run out of stamina, out of energy, then that's gonna be a problem. Yeah, I don't like the quality of the video. Yeah, that's not good. I will most definitely have to go back and see what's going on. Yeah, that's definitely not what it was. Yeah, so we just had a narrow escape.
Yeah, no, the quality is really very, very bad. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, it seems like we saw one of those, here's a chicken, so let's just get this chicken in the pocket. Right, there we go. Nice roast for later and feathers. Right, but I'm sure I saw a crate to the left, but I might also be mistaken. Yeah, was. Yeah, so today will be more planning and then obviously running around and gather as much resources as we can. Killing chickens, killing rabbits, finding those supply crates. Yeah, so I thought about it, and yeah, the name that I would give those things, or those crates laying around and on the map, so I'm gonna call it supply crates. Then we know what we're talking about. So we're just feeding the plants a little bit, putting some fertilizer on it and giving it some water. Now the plants will grow without fertilizer. It'll just take longer to grow. So if you do not have fertilizer, well, that's okay. Yeah, they will still grow, and the same go with the water. I believe it will probably grow if it doesn't have water. That's something that we might test later on. You can give the plants dirty water, but I think it just takes a little bit more water as opposed to if you cook the water before you feed that to the plants. Now we made us a pickaxe also, and we're gonna start collecting these raw materials also. The zinc, there's zinc, there's iron ore, and there's copper. I don't think there's anything else, because later on when we start crafting more advanced things, we would require this metal fragments and copper and zinc. So yeah, so we need to start collecting those. So those are also some of the things that we're gonna start collecting in this episode. That's all to do with our planning forward, and what we that how we're going to expand the base or extend the base. I definitely decided to stay here, so I am not going to move. So we are going to stay here, and we're going to develop the base and this area here. Now night has arrived, and as usual during the night there will be almost nothing to be done. Now the way I understand the bed, there's currently one spawn available, one spawn slot, but I believe to get another one you buy a slot and you pay with power. So that's my assumption. So you can probably have more spawns available, but yeah, you have to buy it with power. That's what I assume it would be. Yeah, I don't plan to die quickly, but that is definitely something that we will look at later on in the series, especially when and if we do die again. We have one spawn slot available, and we should spawn by the bed. So yeah, I'm just shifting the worms to the crate where we have all our materials, because we need the worms to craft obviously our bait. So that's the reason why I move the worms into this storage crate. So yeah, nighttime, not much happening. Waiting for the morning. It's basically too dark outside to try and fish, because I can't see the line and I can't see when the fish bite. And then if you don't see that, yep, then obviously we're going to lose the bait. Another thing that I don't know if I mentioned that in the past already, but during this episode we are going to hunt a lot of chicken and rabbits, because of obviously the cloth that we need and the feathers. Now if that animal is in your inventory and you didn't butcher the animal, it will go rotten, and you won't get the cloth and you won't get the feathers. Now as I said, these are the things that we're also now going to start to collect from this episode onwards going forward, because we would require these. Yeah, so as I was saying, if you don't use them, or if you don't butcher them, you will lose the cloth and the feathers when they go rotten in your inventory. So it's best as soon as you shot them that you butcher them or you kill them, so that you can have the cloth or the feathers. Yeah, there's a crate, so we're just gonna call supply crate, or call it supply crate. Yeah, so I'll pick that up and put that in our inventory. And then yes, looking for all the chickens and the rabbits. Now another thing I failed to mention is that some trees give you more logs than others. So some trees will give you like 3 logs, and then another one would give you 4 logs. I haven't seen anything that give you 5. Another crate. So I believe that just might be. I haven't checked how many logs the crab tree gives us. I just Yeah, I haven't looked yet. So that's probably something that we might have to look. There's a crate. There was a wolf. There's a wolf on the right that was actually chasing me. So we just need to be careful taking this crate, making sure that the wolf's not on our tail. No, it's not. Yeah, so even this chicken that was wounded in the inventory, if you don't kill it, sorry. Yeah, so I was saying, if you don't kill it, it'll go rotten in your inventory also. Yeah, so yet another crate. So yeah, so even if they are wounded, you have to kill them first, butcher them, in order for you to have to get the feathers out of it. So yeah, these crates, as I normally would give you the electronic components and nails. Now the other crates are very random. Some of them give you apples, some of them give you some of the biofuel. Now there's a wolf around here, and it's actually chasing me, and that's why I just left that crate alone. And yeah, running for our lives again. Yeah, there's another one, and the wolf is still on my tail. You can hear how it's growling and whatnot. So yeah, better for us just to leave those crates alone. It's not worth us dying for those crates at the moment. We have a respawn point, but we still don't want to die unnecessary if we can help for it. So yeah, we have to forget about those crates. Let's just go up here and see if we can see where there's it on the it was there on the left when we jumped up here. So yeah, we keep on having to run for our lives, and yeah, collecting all the way. Now I try to cook the meat as I kill them, so there's so that at least I get the nutritional value out of it, and that I stay fit, that I don't get hungry. So I keep on eating, keep on killing them, and then we'll run back to the base and just cook the meat before they go off. And by doing it that way, I prevent me from getting hungry, and I also make sure that I do get the cloth and the feathers, and that they are safe in the storage crate. These fiber plants also, keep on collecting them, because yeah, we definitely require them a lot. Yeah, there's a chicken. I need to get that chicken in the bag. No, I didn't. Oh, cool. It looks like there's a supply. Oh no, that's a rabbit and fiber bush. Right, so that was two of them, nice and close to each other. Another fiber. Yeah, as I was saying, so the cordage we definitely would need a lot of. Then later on we would require to make rope, and I believe the cordage will be one of the ingredients to craft rope. Here's another crate, but let's pick that up. So far we were quite lucky with regards to the supply crates. We got quite a couple of them so far. So we hope that it will continue carrying on like that. So here I've got a wolf that growled at me, so I just ran past and turned around to make sure, and came back to collect this supply crate. Another supply crate. We are very lucky, as I said, with these so far. We had to run a few times for our lives because of the wolves and the bears and the what have you nots, just to stay alive. It's always a good idea to get on top of a little mountain or a rock like this, because then you can see quite a distance away, and you can potentially see where there are rabbits or supply crates. Is another chicken. Let's see if we can put that in the bag. And yes, we can. That's another chicken, another feathers in the bag. Potential food for us also. So we keep on doing this, and it's pretty repetitive. But in saying so, it's we still have to be very careful. Look, there's a wolf on the foreground, and so it's not necessarily just running around, just collecting and so on. Okay. Now, while we're here, we spoke about the map. Now, when you press M for mic on your keyboard, it'll open up the map, and the map will always open up north. Now, as you can see, there's our base, and then the black areas are actually areas on the map of which we still did not explore, so we were not in those areas. That is actually a cave under the water. So, and there are in the power in the base command unit, you can actually craft some diving equipment things, which I believe we would need to dive down those caves and explore them to see what's in them. So there's quite a bit of still a bit of things that we need to explore and that we'll have to find out. So this game is vast. So we haven't even touched a lot of the game. There's still so much for us to explore. Yes, a rabbit. See if we can get this rabbit. And that would be a nice rabbit pie. Rabbit and chicken pie. Right, so we've got the rabbit, and that means that we've got some cloth, and we are thirsty. That's why you see the blood spatter on the screen. So we're thirsty. Need to make our way back to the base. We ran out of our energy, so that's why we can't run. So getting some water from the stove, and then also just while we're here, we might as well just put the chicken, all the meat on the stove and cook the meat. So we'll cook all the meat, eat all the meat, and then we will do the rest of it. Go out again, doing all the harvesting, running around and collecting resources for the base. So so the mass builder and the power supply units. The power supply units, as we already noticed, actually get its power from the small generator. later on, obviously, it won't be from the generator. When we have the windmills or we have the solar panels, then obviously it'll be fed by those and not by the generators. Then we might not even need a generator. We'll see when we get to that stage in the game what we're going to do with that, if we're going to just keep on using it. Now this crate is full, so this storage crate, so I'm thinking of maybe we should thinking of crafting another storage crate so we can put those raw materials, the zinc and the iron and the copper ore in. Also when we refine those, because there's a refinery that we also need to craft in order for us to get refine the iron ore and the zinc and the copper, so that we get the pure iron, copper and zinc out of the raw materials. So we will have that in place. So let's just craft. We need a few planks for that. So first of all we need to do a few planks just to have that, and when that's done we will craft our third storage crate. So just waiting for all those to craft, and then we'll do the storage crate and place that down, and then we can put all those raw materials, the zinc, the iron and the copper in there. And then obviously after, as I said, after we refine that, we can put those refined materials also in this crate here. So we're just going to place the crate down here. The extension of the base, ooh, look how cold it is. It's freezing. You can see the almost looks like ice on the edges of the screen. It tells us we are very cold. So yeah, so we need to be very close to the fire, otherwise it's rip, rest in peace. So yeah, thinking of the base, that's something that we will definitely have to think about on how we're going to go about it. Now I have an idea in mind, and that's this area here. Another crate, sweet, but it's cold. It's freezing. We're freezing our bones off here. Another fiber, and let's just another crate, right? Yep, there's another crate. Yeah, we're quite lucky. Yeah, run, go to the fire. You're gonna die. Yeah, don't die. Anyway, so what I was saying, the idea is to potentially this area here, just put some, why would I put that different? Just put them on top of each other and make one bundle, right? So let's do a little bit of fishing. So here where I'm standing fishing right now, to the left I'm planning of probably add some more, so about two I nearly said platforms, what do you call it now? I forgot the name of it now. Oh man. Anyway, I'll get to that. So two of those on this side, and then also, oh, this is a nice big fish. That's great. That's a good size. Now I think this fish will give us some nice fillets. Let's see, I think. Yes, 4 fillets and 5 oils. That's not too shabby. That is not foundations. That's the thing that I was looking for. So we will place 2 foundations to the left from where I was standing, and then we will also on the other side where we put the crate down for the raw materials, extend that, but also with 2 of those things. And yeah, it's collecting water. We're currently full, so we can't eat that fish, so we will just have to keep an eye on that. We just need to be mindful that if we do not eat it quick enough, that fish will also go down and will rot. Now, it seems like from what I've seen that the food in the inventory lasts for about a day, a game day in your inventory. So later on in the game, we would require the sandstone. The sandstone is something that we require when we craft glass, I believe. So we will start collecting some sandstone also, because these are all things that we will need going forward in the game, and we need to start collecting these things already, so that when we are in a position or when we want to start expanding, then at least we have those raw materials in our inventory. It's just eating the kelp. Otherwise, as we already said in previous episodes, if we don't, then those kelp will just disappear from your inventory, and that's just a waste. So it gives us nice vegetables. So yeah, we just keep on eating them as we find them, so that it doesn't disappear. Yeah. So so we are almost at a point now where we are kind of forced to. We can't go out here. Some more kelp. There's one, and there's another one at the back somewhere here we saw. So let's take that one. Yeah. So. Let's just see where you see there's a bear, so we can't get out here, so we just have to make our way back to where it's safer. Yeah, so by the time as I was saying, we are almost at a position now that we are forced to expand the base. That with what we have, we just can't stay like that. I don't like the idea that the bed and those crates are standing outside. There's no roof. So I really would like to extend the base and get them covered off, and move things around to where I actually would like them to be, to find the final resting place, so to speak. Then there's also that we need to keep in mind those. I'm out of breath, and it's hurting me. It's hurting very badly, and we just made it. So yeah. Where was I? Looks like there's another crate. Yeah, we are really very lucky with regards to this. Definitely can't complain about this. Yeah, so we are forced to the animal kennels or whatever, that you can also craft and put some animals in there. So we will, another crate. So we will later on craft those things and have a nice place in the base for those kennels, or what you call them, be together, where we can at least have our own animals. I have learned and I've seen that. Look at those. There's a looks like a wolf, and there's a chicken. Let's see if we can get him in the pocket. Yes, but we need to be very careful and keep an eye on that wolf. There's also another wolf to the right of this one, so we need to we need to take it and just keep an eye on those wolves, so that they don't that if they have any idea of attacking us, then at least we've got our eyes on them. So so what I was saying is, with the chickens, what I've seen in the multiplayer server that I used to play with friends of mine, they've got some chickens on those coops, and the chickens actually that I saw was on level 10. Now I don't know if it's the highest level that they can go, but I certainly saw them at level 10, and one of the guys actually said that he got his first egg, which tells me that the chickens actually produces eggs, which is a good thing, because that's also a source of food that that one don't need to worry about. Now I am pretty sure, by having those animals, same as it is with us, we need to keep ourselves have enough water for us to survive. Of course, we get thirsty. We need enough food to survive. Now, I would be, if I look at the mechanics of this game, I would be quite shocked if it's not the same for the animals, that we would then also have to keep the animals alive and give them food, give them water, so that they also stay alive and that they can grow in their levels. So, yep, let's see if we can get this. We already missed it twice. Yes. Third time lucky. He's in our inventory. But yeah, we missed him twice, and the third time we got him. So yeah, that's also to come. Those animal things, and then there will be way more of those plant beds that we've already got one. There's another crate. So we already have one, and we will upgrade them so that they get watered automatically, so that we don't have to worry about giving them water. Another crate. So but yes, there are a few things that we would need to set up, like a water tank there. I think I saw there's a rabbit, but I believe in the recording I noticed that there was a supply crate somewhere, but I think I missed that one. Yeah, so yeah, another one in the bag. Yeah, so I believe that I missed that crate. I'm sure I saw one. I believe when we play back now, there's another wolf, and there's crates, and there's some wolves in the background, of which just we have to be mindful of, and just sneak past them. We could have taken those berries, but we did not. Now there's a chicken also, but there's a bear also, so I don't know if it's gonna be a good idea to try and take this chicken out because there are so many predators. There's a bear, there's a wolf in the background. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to be wise to take that chicken. I think he can he can thank his lucky stars that those animals were so close. Otherwise, he would have been on our inventory. Food and feathers. Right, so there's another crate behind us. Taking that. And then, yeah, probably make our way back to the base and then store everything that we picked up, cook the meat, and fill ourselves. Make sure that the fireplace is still okay with fuel. Yeah, so we've got quite a bit of meat here now. I don't think we would be able to eat everything, or will we be able to? Nope, we can't. So we are satisfied with protein, so we'll have to keep those in our inventory. We can't eat that. So yeah, unpacking everything, put everything back in the crates where they belong, and then that's the same story. Go out and collect. Now we've have quite a bit of seeds, and then we also do get quite a bit of vegetables from the veggie patch, and so we normally take half what we get, we split it in half, and then we eat one half, and the other half we normally take and we make seeds. Now there's a lot of glass doorways and glass ceilings and windows and even glass walls, of which I'm actually thinking of crafting, but for that, yeah, we need the copper and the iron and the metal, and then some adhesive. But the adhesive, one of the things that we require to have a sinew, and we will only get that when we are able to start hunting down the moose and so forth. That's where we would get that from. So that's little bit in the future. But the idea is to later on have all those, especially to for us to see around on how neat and tidy it looks. Now the mass storage is the same as the power storage unit. It requires a recycler or a transformer. The recycler takes some materials and you can put it in there and it creates mass, and the transformer takes power and it transforms that into mass. So those, so we will put down recycler so that we can start producing mass. So because we need that mass for our workbench to craft a workbench, because the workbench takes a lot of mass. In fact, more mass that we currently have. I think it requires 175 mass, and at the moment we only produce 100, so we do need something like either the transformer or the recycler to produce that mass for us. So we are going to do the recycler. I think it's just maybe easier. Need a few planks, craft that, and then after that we will do the recycler and not the transformer. Is it a transformer? I believe so. But yeah, so just waiting for those planks to craft finish, and then we will do the recycler. Switch the generator on, so that generates power, that we don't run out of power. We've got enough mass to craft the recycler. We just need to wait for the planks, and then we can craft it and place it down and feed it to see what type of materials it take. I don't know what it takes, so we'll figure that one out, to what it's gonna take. Materials, to me, I would assume would be anything that's in your inventory. So, but we'll see how that goes. Right. So crafting the recycler, and then we're gonna take it and we're gonna place it outside next to the crate that's on the left. Switch off the generator, otherwise, yeah, we just. So yeah, so let's put down the recycler here, and then we can look and see what it actually takes to produce the mass. So we're gonna. I'm not really worried at the moment where we place it, because these things are anyway gonna move as soon as we extend the base. Right, so this is down. And let's see if we eat. We can't eat 2 yet, so we're still full. Let's give it some logs. Doesn't look like the logs do anything, does it? If it does, it doesn't look, if I look at the mass. So let's split that up, give one there, and see how that goes. Yeah, that actually produced some mass, so it does take some metal. Now I'm starting to wonder if this was not a mistake to put this thing down. I think we should have rather put down the other one that make use of power, to convert power to mass. I think that would have been better. So let's just eat one of those. Yep, it's work, and it would definitely work. So let's go and see with the rotten meat if we put that in there, what it does. Yeah, the rotten meat actually works well. So now we don't have to worry if we've got rotten meat. So rotten meat gives us a lot of mass. So yeah. So as I was saying, this is the site that we want to extend, and then the wall here, this wall opposite to the bed, we can leave that and probably make that kind of a passageway, and then this side also extend, and then we will potentially then make railings right around here with an opening, and then railings around this side also. That's what I'm planning to do. So hopefully that will work. Right, guys, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. See you next time.